Hey guys, only me. Yeah, so I couldn't record while I was there, so I thought I'd record afterwards. But yeah, I thought I'd vlog this as this was my first time in a simulator. Well, I've been an actor in a simulator, and it was for paramedic training. So these paramedics were training, well, to be paramedics. So obviously, went to a university. But there's a group of us who were actors, and we were all given scenarios, and we were in an accident, and we had to play this, well, whatever our scenario was. We were all in the same room, and we were all in a bomb explosion. Well, we got the end of it, obviously, because we were alive, so we didn't physically we didn't obviously get killed, but we all got different injuries. This one girl had she had this like intestines coming out of her gut, a bit gross. That was obviously glued onto her stomach. That interesting to see. Another woman had a fake glass glued onto her eye too. So obviously, but the scenario was we were all at a party when a bomb went off, and we got the end of the bomb, of the explosion. Like I said, one girl had a big cut when part of her intestines were hanging out. Another woman had glass from a beer bottle or a wine glass or something stuck in her eye. Lovely. Everyone had cuts and bruises, and we all had dirt, everything on us. Try to think. One guy had a deep gash on his leg, and it would have needed amputating if it was real. Other people had just massive cuts on their arms or legs. My character actually got away with it. I didn't actually get that much. Oh, someone's coming. I never like recording when I'm out and about because I worry about people seeing me talking to my phone. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, basically, we were all at a party, bomb went off, we got the tail end of it, luckily, but there were dummies all around the room, and the dummies represented people who were either unconscious or dead. One of the dummies next to me had his arms, head and legs blown off. It was literally just a torso, and the rest of him was all over the room. So that dummy didn't do well at all. But yeah, I had the least amount of injury on me, but my character had asthma. So while everyone else was cut, I couldn't breathe, and so I had to stay there. I was leaned up against the wall, and we were given basically a brief of what the problems of our characters, and from there we improvised. So I improvised that I got slammed against the wall, because when they came in we had to get in positions and get ready for when they came in. I was laying against the wall already, so I basically just said when the explosion went off, I got slammed against the wall, possibly knocked my head because I think I lost consciousness, but wasn't sure, but it set off my asthma attack. So, and I had like blood on my nose and soot, and I inhaled a lot of smoke, and yeah, I had blood on my shirt, everything else. I do have pictures, I think I might post them up, of the day. And like I said, they gave me, we all had different, they all had, the rest of the actors had big nasty gashes, cuts, everything. But so it's funny because my character had asthma. Like I said, my character had asthma, so even though I had the least amount of injuries, I couldn't breathe. So I spent at least half an hour just sitting there wheezing the entire time, and I'm unable to breathe and everything else. And they were really good. They were excellent. It was fun. I mean, I was shaking and I had to talk. I talked slowly through, the wheezing and trying to breathe. And yeah, I was shaking, and because I was thrown against the wall, I didn't lose consciousness, but I was just sitting there and I was going on, I was in and out again, sort of not going to sleep, but it was kind of like, you know, when you have maybe an injury in your head. Yeah, so also I cried on cue. So when they came in and started, I was fine. I was sitting there wheezing. I was like sort of dazed, didn't know what was going on. Then the paramedics, and keep in mind, these are real paramedics, or the real students in paramedic training, and they ranged from they were year 1, year 2 and year 3. So I think I heard them say that you train for 3 years, I think they said. So we had all 3 years there, and yeah, I had a few of the year 3 paramedics come over to me, and a couple, I'm guessing year 1, year 2, and they were so lovely. They kept saying, "You alright, sweetheart? You okay, darling?" and asked me questions, just talking to me every now and then, and I was shaking for real. And like I said, I enjoyed it. And when the paramedics came over to me and started talking to me, that was it. Flood of tears. I started crying. I was panicking, struggling to breathe and talk. It was good. So I enjoyed it as well. And so I went through the whole thing. So at the end they said it was useful because apparently this, for paramedics anyway, these courses haven't been going on that long. And we got a bit of feedback from them, and they said that it was helpful, and it gave them an insight into what would happen in case something, a major incident happened. And they gave an example, apparently, I think it was last year, a couple of years ago, somewhere in, I think it was a London Underground train, and there was an accident apparently, and something happened. There was lots of casualties. So they said that if something like that happens again, or like a mass accident or something happens, then that course, that training gave them the experience to, or the insight of what to do and everything else. And they did really well, actually. And they were brilliant. So yeah, I was happy being a part of that, and it wasn't just fun, but I was glad that I was working with the NHS. I haven't worked with the NHS before. I've worked with the police before, but not the NHS. And this was a different experience, and yeah, it was my first time playing a casualty for actual professionals training professionals in training, and yeah, it was good. It was brilliant. It wasn't just fun, but I'm glad that I was helping, and you know, our future paramedics. So even if they don't get, I just got caught talking to my camera. I find it's embarrassing and public, but there you go. But as I was saying, even if it doesn't give them the full experience, just getting 20-30% of the experience helps. So yeah, they said it helped. And one of the paramedics who came in, she said she thought it was gonna be fun and a laugh and just go in, do what they need to do and everything. But she said as soon as she walked in, she stopped, looked around and went, shit. Because there was when we went in, there was this girl who was another girl, she was impaled somewhere in her leg, I think, and she was crying and sort of half screaming out. Then every now and then a guy who was another casualty, he sometimes, every so often, would cry out, and everyone else was passed out or were knocked out. They were quiet, for they were very badly injured. One guy actually had a table and a chair on top of him, so he had to lay there, just he had like a chair over his head and table across his chest, everything else. And yeah, there's me lying up against the wall. I was sobbing, crying, unable to breathe, barely able to talk. But they looked after me. They were talking to me, trying to calm me down the entire time. They were really good. So their training's going very well. But yeah, so I thought I'd talk about it, vlog it for a bit. I did want to record what it looked like at the in the actual in the room to show what we all look like, but I didn't want to get my phone out because as soon they said, right, get ready, I didn't want to be unprofessional and just get my camera out and start going, oh guys, look at this, look what I'm doing. So I didn't get my camera out because I had to get in character, and well, it was time to go in character and stay in character, and I had to get myself, well, in the zone. I just didn't want to get my phone out and start recording and go, hey guys, look at this. So I thought, no, I'll be professional. I was tempted though, I did want to record it to vlog it, but you can't always do that. But I have pictures, so I'm gonna stick pictures up instead. So yeah, so good day, hoping I get to do some more, and I'd happily work with the NHS again, do different things, and yeah, we'll see if I do more simulators or not, but we'll see what comes next. So yeah, if you've been watching, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!